Okay, guys, let's get right into it because honestly, this entire the baby and Dani Leigh and now her brother Brandon Bill's situation has literally just been dragging and it is just way too much drama for no reason. So I know you guys have definitely probably all been following the story the same way how I have. I mean, I'm not gonna say I've been following it, but y'all know. I mean, when the tea is teeing and you want a little tea, you going to see a little tea, a little drama. Okay? So, at this point, guys, everybody already knows that Brandon Bills, aka Dani Leigh brother, was out here popping off at the mouth, talking about it was on site, giving very much it's on site energy, thinking that he really was gonna mollywop the baby. And clearly, the baby is a guy who comes from the streets. So, why would you tell me it's on site and then when I see you and I pop on you, it's a problem? You understand what I'm saying? My biggest issue with this situation also, too, was the fact that a lot of people were in the comments last week on like the Shade Room, in Hollywood Unlocked, and different blogging sites, just stating the fact that they felt like the baby was in the wrong and that Dani Leigh brother basically was the winner of the entire situation because he held it down for his sister and he stepped for her. They also felt like the baby was a punk for him getting jumped, I guess. However, let's be real, guys. The baby is a nationwide, worldwide superstar. If his security team had not done what they did in that moment, or his friends had not done what they did in that moment, a lot of the people that are in the comments saying all of those things would have immediately turned around and been like, oh, he does not have real security around him. He does not have a real riders around him. So honestly, in this situation, I feel like it wouldn't have mattered exactly how things would have played out. People still would have had an opinion that nobody, quite frankly, really cared about because it is what it is. Now, here we are, almost a week after this entire situation has occurred, and y'all, why is Dani Leigh's brother out here supposedly trying to sue the baby? Oh, you want to sue me? Oh, you want this dollars? He's given very much. I had the plan. I just needed the platform. You know, if you guys know TikTok, you know he is giving very much. I had the plan. I just needed the platform. Like, bro, this is too much. It's too crazy. And it's super duper hectic. Now, this situation also bothers me on the length of just, like, you guys are literally family. Like, this guy is the father of your niece. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like your niece is going to grow up and she's going to see all of these things happen between her family. And, like, you know, a lot of times people are just like, oh, it's family, it's family. Honestly, y'all, when it comes to people and their boyfriends, honestly, I feel like people should just try to stay out of it, especially your family. Because how many times, y'all, have we seen Dani Leigh and the baby break up? He's embarrassed her publicly on multiple occasions, and she's always continuously went back to him. I honestly don't feel like this situation is going to be any different. I can potentially one day probably seeing them get back together because Dani Leigh is given very much like she would do anything to make sure that her daughter has a family. She was given very much pick me energy, especially if you guys remember back when she did the Yellow Bone song and like all of those extra things that transpired. And at this point, it's so crazy because it reminds me of the baby's original, not original baby moms, but it reminds me of the baby's first baby mom, Mimi, who pretty much said like her and the baby have this understanding and they just get each other. And I feel like the baby wants Dani Leigh to also be a part of that equation where she just gets it and she understands that he's going to go out and do what he wants and she should be home and have things done for him when he's ready to come back, and she shouldn't have a problem with that. Now, realistically, let's be honest, y'all, that's not how things are going to work in the real world. Like, Dani Leigh is giving me very much. She's a hopeless romantic. She really just wants to be in love. She really wants to settle down. She really wants to have a family. And honestly, let's be real. Y'all know the baby be giving off very much narcissistic energy. Like, I ain't gonna lie. He cool and all. I bump with his music. But him as a person is not very much my cup of tea. And he really just wants these both women to feel like you can go out on the road, you can do whatever you want as long as you take care of your kid, and then you come home to me whenever you're ready to come home to me, that this is going to be okay. And quite frankly, that's really just not how things are going to work. So honestly, he's just going to have to get it together. And as far as Dani Leigh is concerned, Dani Leigh, baby, I'm gonna need you to grow a backbone, okay? Like, you can't be doing this. This man done got on the internet, y'all, and he like literally embarrassed her. Like, I know you guys remember the Instagram live, and it was just so embarrassing. Like, of course I was tuned in because like I'm pretty sure we were all tuned in, but honestly, it was literally so embarrassing. Like, I received secondhand, as the UK babes would say, embarrassment, okay, for her. Like, I was like, oh my god, no, like, girl, get out. And honestly, you know, it's cool and all that her brother really felt like he should have defended her, and he did defend her honor, but like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, if my brother got his ass whooped, I probably would never, like, I would never feel comfortable saying, like, my brother's gonna whoop your ass. And honestly, I feel like, from what I'm hearing from the situation, it sounds like Dani Leigh's brother showed up to the bowling alley knowing that the baby was there. So it's like, what you really thought was gonna happen after you popped all that hot shit on the internet to a real negro? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you popped all that crap on the internet, and when you got your ass handed to you, now all of a sudden it's a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Why they fighting up on a slippery slope, I don't really know, y'all, but they was slipping and they was sliding. It was kind of funny though. You can't even lie. It was funny. They was slipping and they was sliding. They really was. But guys, honestly, this is a beautiful family. Like, the baby is so beautiful. Not like the baby, the man, but like the baby, like the kid. The kid is so beautiful. She looks just like her father. She also looks like Dani Leigh a little bit, but she looks more like her dad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And like, I just feel like this is just a lot of stuff that needs to get dealt with behind closed doors. I don't feel like the public should be taking a part of your family's journey. Like, there's a lot of things as celebrities that people need to keep to themselves, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. And I really just want this situation for this family to just come to an end. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like Dani Leigh needs to talk to her brother and tell him, like, drop the charges. Like, why are you trying to sue him? My whole thing is, like, he's not even pressing charges. He's suing him for money. Like, why? Why? Are you broke, mister? Mister, are you broke? Because that's what it's giving me. Very much, I'm broke. But honestly, guys, I don't really know. I really just hope that this family can get everything together and really just figure out what is going to work best for them behind closed doors. Like, because this is too much. I would never want, I doubt that they want their daughter to grow up and one day, like, see these things or have people use what her family is going through right now against her, because kids are very freaking evil, and I feel like they might be even more evil by the time Dani Leigh and the baby's daughter is, like, old enough to enter school. So, honestly, you guys, what do you think? Like, do you think that Dani Leigh's brother is correct for wanting to sue the baby, or, you know, potentially having sued the baby? Do you feel like this is just an issue that the family needs to work on their own? Like, what are your guys' thoughts about the overall situation? I really would love to hear.